Let your hands rest on your legs in easy pose. Subtle, soft stillness. Let your hands relax, your shoulders, your face. And just let your breath do what it wants. And you may find yourself going towards the breath with your awareness. And certainly when invited, know and learn to go there. And let's gently begin to organize, bringing some weight to the spine. Continue to use your hands on your legs for support. Reach through the top of your skull and let your shoulders rest on your ribs. Breathe in deeply, rib cage, hands relaxed. Exhale, rib cage, contraction towards the center. Include the low belly, the lowest belly. Maybe just guide a hand there and feel little toning in low belly. There's our support for our back and the front. Again, inhale. Exhale, gently reinforce the navel in and up. It's not something hard. It can be strong sometimes. One more time. Reinforce navel towards the spine, finding your center core. Release that hand if you took it to your low belly. And now breathe evenly through your nose in Ujjayi style breathing. So we create a sound. We create an evenness. We move the breath only through the nose if possible. Listen to your inhalation. Listen to your exhalation. All the senses rotate inwardly. Pratyahara, one of the practices of yoga, is that inward turning. Fourth one. And just one more time. Ujjayi pranayama, breathing, victorious breath. The constriction of slowness makes the sound, creates the sound. So as we slow and control, we sound. Bring one hand to your forehead and the other wraps behind your skull. Sit up tall, draw your navel in. And just as we're in this high summer season, sometimes it's the full moon, sometimes it's just life where you might just feel a little too much or a lot too much. That this has a way of quieting and calming with a gentle hold, especially at the front where the biggest nerve wanders close to the surface. Our calming nervous system. One more breath, strong in your core. Gently holding your head. And release down your hands, palms up. Pause for a moment, just release and feel. Slow breath in and slow breath out. And then Sukhasana Parivriti, revolving. Let your belly be long as you reach over to your right knee with your left hand. And twisting back, so revolving the spine. Think about your bony center, and that revolution includes your head. Look back. And with each pose, please find a compassionate place where you create a positive pattern in your body. Sometimes you grow and feel strong. Sometimes you stay very aware and careful. Just in each pose, approach it with that openness. One more breath out. Turn your face to the front first. Breathe again. And exhale, release to center. Sukhasana Parivriti. Tall spine, relaxed belly. Take your hand across to the opposite knee. Let the spine rotate, taking you to a look back twist. Include the look back in your neck and head and eyes. And then settle in and breathe. Relaxing what you can. And concentrating the logical brain on finding that just perfect place for today. Not forcing, never harming. One more time, breathe out. Let your face and neck turn towards the front. Breathe in again. And then breathe out, release your hands carefully back to center. And take out your legs in front of you. Keep your knees slightly bent. Paschimottanasana. Tip your pelvis forward, so have awareness there. Lean forward, place your hands right by your thighs, and take your chin towards about your mid shins. So reaching your face forward gently. So I have my knees bent, my toes pull back a little bit, and just a sense of reaching forward. 4 and 5. Breathe in, sit up. Keep your legs, they may be straight or bent, side bend to the right side. Find a nice sense of opening your own side body, your upper arm. All this can be your own expression of side bend. Optional to take your left leg on top of your right. Stay on your seat. Relax what you can. Face, hands. Don't really need your core here. Breathe out one more time. Follow inhale energy upright, sit tall, find center, release your legs if they're crossed. And side bend, free expression over to the other side. So when you have your palm up or down, it feels different. Just follow your own body. Yogi freedom, cross the leg if it feels good. Stay on your seat. Relax now that you're here. 2, I haven't talked about the steady mind with the gazing today. So we have the breath as a steadiness, the body steady, and the eyes, just let them follow your nose for a soft center gaze in most poses. One more breath out. And inhale up, release. Find center, both hands down, release legs. And exhale, forward fold again. Tip the pelvis forward, let your knees bend as needed. And this time, tuck your chin. Bring your forehead down as you go forward. Hands by your thighs. Find just the right place, releasing the back body. One more exhalation. Inhale, rise. Hug in your legs, crossing at your ankles. Bring in your feet close by. Spread your hands and bring them to the earth out in front of you. Lean forward carefully and bring back your legs. Transitions are important. Have a moment to pick up and reset each hand. Let the fingers spread. Feel the circle of the palms. Take your right leg and reach it straight back, stretching out the back of your leg. Finding, just warming up into plank pose, finding that press into the earth. 2. Exhale for 3. Second side, if you want to come up to plank and then bring the other knee down, optional. Just try to create a nice straight line from your heel to your head. 2. One more breath. Plank pose, 5 breaths. It's fine if your knees are down. 2, 3, press the earth. 4, use your whole body. And exhale down. Keep your toes tucked. Quarter dog. Katar Svanasana, puppy pose. Reach it back, head down. Spread your hands and ground them. If you need to change your feet, do. Otherwise, just stay. present, even if it's not perfect. You don't always have to make it perfect. Bring your shoulders off your ears. So bring your shoulders into your body and pull yourself up to tabletop on an inhale. Feel that pulling energy to release out. Round hands and tops of feet. Taking your right hand behind your skull, elbow to elbow. So come towards the other elbow, twisting gently, and then opening out. Do a total of 5 times. If you need to adjust something, do. Just carefully find your range of motion. Breathe freely. One more time. Open it out. Curl it in. Release your arm. Go back to child's pose. Don't tuck your toes. Walk out both hands right side. Bring down your head. So to any degree is true in each pose. One more breath out. Feel on the inhale supports your transition to tabletop for the second side. Working on our mid-back rotation. Hand to the skull, elbow to elbow 5 times. Curl in and open out. Let's observe if one side of your body is more open than the other and just lovingly take care of both sides. Each pose has something to teach us. We don't have to really think about that every moment. We can just be there and let it teach us without thinking about it. One more time, open it out and curl it in. Release back towards the heels. Walk hands left and head down. Relax as much as you can. And perhaps observe the origin of your arms in the back of your body. Just feel your fingertips. Follow that line. Feel it connect deep down the back of the body. One more exhalation. Come up and center. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Let the legs have some straightening out. Refine if needed. Bring down your head. Downward facing dog pose. If you don't need to refine anything, don't. Find the uplift in the low belly and the downward hang of the skull. 3. There's a nice opening in the chest and the front of the body, as well as the back. 4. 5, exhale. At the end of your exhale, bend your knees deeply and shift your gaze forward between your hands. Press your legs straight and step them forward one at a time. Fold forward slowly, hollowing up the low belly. When your inhale starts, have a little bend in your knees so you stand with your legs, extend your spine and rise up. Reach up, relax your feet. When your exhale comes, follow it down the center. Trace down the center line of your body to your heart and relax your shoulders and arms into your body. Arriving on your feet. Samasthiti or mountain pose. And greeting the sun, bending to the sun. The simple A variations, you know what to expect. First position is reaching up. Second is the forward fold to any degree. Hands to shins, feet, or floor. Come on in. The breaths have a 5 count. They're slow. Halfway lift, a gentle extension. And exhale to go back to plank, possibly bending the elbows. So we suspend that breath out a moment and then exhale, give a little elbow bend, hug it in. Follow inhale to straight arms and upward dog. Feeling free to take an extra breath. Knees down, tail tuck, nose gaze. And then slowly release to table and downward dog, breathing out. And then hold for 5 breaths. Knowing you can always do the knees down version and still find the length of your spine. Patient once more. Bend your knees deeply as you exhale. Wait, and then look between your hands. Inhale, step forward, and halfway lift, stretch your breath. Have a slow exhale to forward fold, tuck your chin. Now on 9 is the rise and reach. Bring it all together and exhale, heart and sides of the body align. Take a free breath. Just like that again. Meditative, consciousness in motion. Breathing in slowly, hands meet at the heart, reach up, gaze up. Breathing out, straighten the arms, bring them down to where they reach. You can bend your knees, bring down your head. Finish your exhale. We extend the spine like cow spine, the low back flat, heart comes forward. Breathing in. Breathe out, suspend it a moment if possible. Don't breathe out yet. Take back your legs. Bring down your knees, hugging your elbows, and then exhale. Press strongly with the arms, come to up dog, inhale. Roll your shoulders back. Flip over the feet for 6 to downward dog. Let the bones of your spine fall into order. Use the arms and the legs to create length in the spine. We're pressing the legs back. Use your belly strength to pull weight back into your legs, out of your arms. So you have a pushing in your hands, like in plank. One more breath out. Bend your knees deeply. Eyes look between the hands. Inhale, step forward and halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Forehead towards the shins. Standing up with an in-breath. Rise, reach, gaze up, shoulders down. Exhale, arms flow down into the sides of the body. Consciousness in motion. Moving to triangle pose, keep your right foot where it is. Open out to the left side to step back, legs length, and reach your arms. Breathe in. Breathe out, come over and down slowly, working from your belly center. So we have an equal reaching with the arms, a nice long spine and neck. You can experiment with keeping a downward gaze or floating your bottom hand. If you'd like to turn to look up, take 2 more breaths. Exhale once more. Use your legs and your core. Come up slowly. Step back to the top of your mat, mountain. Keep your left foot now and turn to the right for triangle. So learn to step out at legs length. Reach your arms. With your exhale, go slowly over and down. So the legs are strong. Standing poses build strength, endurance, ground us. Experiment with downward eyes and floating bottom hand. It's all a workshop. Experimenting, trying things out. Turn your gaze up the last breath. And invite the inhale to rise, feel your feet and legs and core reach. And step it out. Bringing the arms behind the back, rolling the shoulders in. Reach back, breathe in. Breathe out, bring the knuckles together, maybe the fingertips. Stay low on your back here. Maybe the palms, maybe over time. So not straining the shoulders. Bring it up the back to any degree, keeping the elbows lifted towards the back of the body. And now step back your right leg. That's not the right, this one, right leg. Hips forward, exhale. Parvuttanasana, Parsvottanasana, there it is, side, intense, stretchy pose. Keep the elbows lifted and let your forehead reach towards your shin. Yeah, just one more breath out. Follow energy, legs and feet so strong, coming up, step out, other side. So we establish the foundation right here. Refine your feet until you feel steady and grounded, and then explore the forward fold. Exploration, curiosity. The fingertips is feeling interesting today. Fingertips together. Wherever you are working, try to ungrip your face and your feet and bring your forehead down. Keep the elbows lifted. Fourth breath. And fifth breath. Breathe in, come up. Carefully release down your arms and hands. Give them a little infinity spinning as you step out. Move your hands together. Release your hands apart, and again start with the heel of the hands and just let them gradually fold into each other, come together. Step out to the left side of your mat with wide parallel feet. Get your block if you have one, just for fun. Optional, you don't have to have a block, it's okay. Just bring it down between your feet if you have a block. Find wide parallel feet, find your balance. Challenge yourself to go a little wider than you might usually. And then breathe in the center with a long spine. Breathe out, slide your hands down your legs slowly, taking your hips back. You may bend your knees. Use physics here. Find your low belly uplift. And then walk your hands so they're underneath your shoulders. So you could use your block for that. And then bring down your skull. See if you can ground your head. So you can change the setting of your block to a higher setting. See about connecting through the skull. So if you are just reaching towards the earth, that's fine. And the hands can keep walking back towards the heel line. Hug the elbows in gently, uplift and low belly. So we have a little headstand, a little crown chakra. One more breath out. Walk your hands forward. Lift halfway. Come on up the rest of the way up the center and release. Swing out your toes and bring in your heels. Drop down the center line into goddess pose. Squat with wide knees, knees towards toes, upright spine. Right elbow under the left. So the shoulders can come together in the front. Wrap it up, hands to the front or back together and lift up as you lower your hips 5 times. The gaze is really interesting here because your hands are right in front of your eyes. You see your eyes, you see the room. And just find a steadiness, letting all of that be in your vision without attaching to what's what. Exhale, come down low with your elbows and hips. Inhale up and out, star pose, soften, float up your arms and fingers and reach. Float up your face, breathe in. Exhale a little bit fierce down into the wide squat. Utthita Konasana. Other side. Scoop left elbow under right. Back or front of the hands coming together. Lift elbows, lower hips. Find that center gaze. One of your eyes might be more dominant than the other. Just be curious about all of that as you detach from what you actually see. You're looking inside at steadiness. And breathe out one more time, lower elbows and hips. Follow inhale out of the shape into straightness, float. Start as soft reaching. Lift the back of your rib cage and the front equally. Bring down your shoulders. Try that rib cage lift again with the shoulders down. And when you breathe out, release slowly with your arms. Step out of the stance, pivot back to the top section of your mat. And picking up your strap if you have one, or something similar. And definitely coming so you have a little support somewhere for this one. It's okay if you don't have a chair or a wall, you probably do. So just go closer to it so you have that we're gonna try to wrap the strap around the ball of the left foot and hold on to it, straightening out the leg in front. So just using a similar item. There's an option here to work on your big toe catch. Instead, if you don't have a prop, just try starting there, but that makes it harder to get the legs straight. So anyway, let's just take 5 breaths wherever you're working. 2. Just trying to find that big straight leg, that reach through the toes. And exhale, carefully come down, release. Turn around, take the other side. Even if you don't really use your wall, have it available. Other side, 5 breaths. Toe or strap, try to straighten and lift. A little reaching through the toes. Fall into the steadiness of the eyes. Sorry to use the word fall there. Don't fall. Use your eyes. And one more breath out. Come on down. We'll do that again later on our backs without the balance factor. And just let that be. Inhale up. Exhale down. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold in. Again, half lift, breathe in, cow spine. Exhale, fold in and stay for 5. Taking your big toes, first 2 fingers come on the inside and under the big toes. The thumbs come around to meet on the outside, toes down, elbows wide, knees bend as needed. You're pulling yourself into the forward fold with your arms. Let your muscles turn on and be strong. Working deeply, but compassionately. 4, 5. Release your toes, spread your hands, step back to downward dog. Exhale. Step your right foot in. Rise up into your high lunge. Shoulders on top of the ribs. Taking your right hand, bring it behind towards your left leg or around the back of your waist. The other arm goes straight up. Steady eyes, center your knee. 3, 4, 5. Bring down your back heel. Release your arms to warrior B. So turn the back toes all the way to the side. Create a little more space between your legs. Shoulders relaxed, turn your head, 5 breaths. Meditation. Just the right amount of energy, holding the shape. One more breath out. Release. Second side. Reaching up. Reaching down. Give yourself time, not rushing. Spread your hands, step back, downward facing dog. One breath out. And now the left foot forward. Stay on the ball of the back foot, rise up. And center your shoulders, empty your coat sleeves. Take your left hand and arm behind you. So reach for your other leg behind or the back of your waist. Other arm straight up. Each pose is an energetic form. We concentrate on holding the shape, creating a meditative state. And there's the breath, centering it all. Once more out. Bring down your arm, release the other from behind. Open out to your warrior B. You might widen your stance, toes and hips turn towards the side, ribs too. Arms out, head turns. Bring what softness you can. Just the right amount of effort. For this last breath, try making the least effort. And release. Carefully step it out. One step at a time. Back to the top. Earth time. One more. Reach up, wave, press, lift your whole rib cage, not just the front. Release your hands. Come into the forward fold. And just revisit these shapes. Halfway lift, last time. Long neck. Bring back your legs one at a time. And then come through and sit down. Bring down your knees, cross ankles. You can really do this in your own way. And come out to seated position. And let's bring in the right knee and fold it. Really get it in close. And then open it to the side. Sit up tall and extend out over your straight leg. Forehead towards the shin. Just let your hands catch the floor or your leg or foot. Or you have your strap. Breathe out one more time. And then rise up, breathe in. Folding the front leg in, transition to pigeon pose. So let your left back leg come back. Coming to the front surface. And sitting upright over that folded leg. I see myself here black on black. Hard to see. Folded front knee. Opening that joint space only if you know you can. Come into forwardness. Use your arms for support. Bring down your head. Counting 5 breaths. One more exhalation. Slowly inhale, return upright, and bring your back leg around to take the second side. Head to knee pose, and then one leg pigeon variation. Janu Sirsasana, sitting tall and heading out over your straight or straightish leg. There's a little lateral, there's a little side, little rotation to come out and down. Twice more. Take care of yourself in this shape. Last breath out, gently feel complete. And breathing in, coming up. Transition by folding in your front leg. We're going to come and rest on the outside of that front leg. So a little working to get that other leg behind. Make space for yourself on your mat and square yourself with your pelvis. Coming out and down, reaching back through the back leg. Soften what you can and breathe 5 times. You give yourself this message that I'm taking care of you. Body, I hear you. I'm listening. I'm going to honor what you say. So we allow our own bodies to release any gripping. Reinforcing trust in ourselves. And breathing out one more time. Coming out and coming to your belly. You can do that in your own way. I'm not going to judge. If you want to do an upward dog and downward dog in between, you may. Kind of like a reset button, lower to your belly. And bring your arms forward for support. Rock side to side, find center, ground your front body. Find a gentle back bend right there. And then bring down the front part of your body so you're down on your chin or your forehead. Bend your knees, lift your knees off the floor. 5 times, 5 breaths. Doesn't have to be high, just lift your knees. 3, 4, and 5. Bring it on down and release. Again, rock your pelvis side to side. And then pause in the center, be still. Repeat that preparation with the lift your knees bent, or add the arms reaching back for bow pose. Remember that you can add a tail tucking energy here if this pose is a lot in your low back. So we don't want to compress the low back at all. So we do that same lift of the knees off the floor, thumbs down, reach back, catch your ankles, press your ankles into your hands, bow pose. Like your bridge pose on your belly. 3, 4, try to lift the knees a little higher wherever you are working. And exhale, bring it on down, release. And press back to child's pose. Maybe wide knees, maybe close, whichever you love. Relax your arms, turn your head right. Feel the energy of the belly poses, settle, and turn your head left. Everything soft. If your knees are wide, try a belly breath. And follow an inhale to come up and come to the back of your body. Have your strap where you can reach it. Starting with the knees bent, so coming to the back, just like we were in the front of on our bellies, we're creating that same shape on our backs and actually creating the shoulder stand position in the upper body. So just pause for a moment on your back, attending to the central channel. So make sure your spine is centered and even as much as it will, including your head and neck. Feel the back of your skull for a moment. Press it into the floor. Feel what happens when you press down through the center of your skull, and then relax that pressing. Just feel where your head center is. Arms by your sides. Inhale, press your feet, especially the heels, and lift up your hips. If your head slides away from your feet, that's fine. Just make space so you stay on the center of your head. 2, 3, 4, one more time. And come down slowly, gently, carefully massage your spine into the floor as you come down. That can be a nice element of these poses, is that rolling of the spine. Both knees to the left and up. Both knees towards the right and up. Back to the centering. Bring your feet in closer. Even if it's not a lot, just walk them in as close as you can. Let them be a little wide from each other, a little wider than your hips. And come up again. Press, feel your spine lift off the floor. Make space for your spine first. So when we're in shoulder stand position, we're on the back of the skull, the back of the shoulders, back of the arms. So bend your elbows so you're off the forearms and you're just on the back, and press into your upper arm bones a little bit. Press into your feet as well. You can press, let your hands release to your front hip points and press towards the sky. Close your eyes and just think about shoulder stand as you do the bridge. For one more time, it's okay if your muscles start to feel it and your glutes, they're working. Nice open feet, and bring it on down. Slowly release and exhale. Bring in both knees. Stretch out your hips a little bit. Stretch out your seat. So you may rock around, explore with the legs. Do some happy baby pose if you like. If you're doing some movement, find a place to be still. Grounding your back body. One more time. And then bring down your legs and find your strap or substitute or optional big toe for Supta Padangusthasana. Taking the right leg and keep it. Take the left leg and slide it out. All the way to straight if you can, but having a bent knee is fine in this pose. The other leg comes towards us and straightens out. So the big toe, you can take hold or use your extension, and the legs reach away from each other. There's a straightness and a reaching energy. It's okay if you're not straight, just you have it, you're working towards straight. Exhale, and optional, use your belly, not your neck. Fold towards your leg. Don't strain. Learn to use your lower core strength here. And 5, lift a little higher. Bring it on down, exhale. Keep your neck long. Round your left leg and open your right leg to this side to any degree, and then turn your head away. So your arm is strong, holding the strap or the big toe. Your elbow can rest on the floor. The energy of the central channel, the Mula and the Uddiyana might turn on here to support that heavy leg swung out to the side. One more exhale and inhale energy, bring it all back to center. Bend your knee and bring your leg into your chest and just release for a moment, relax. Release any gripping in your shoulders. Exhale. Other side, so you want to come in and take over the strap. So take the big toe hold, optional. Stretch out the right leg, stretch out the left leg, and use your strap or belt, whatever you have in your left hand. The other arm is on your leg. Reach the legs away from each other. Learning not to overly grip the muscles. So we don't want to create any cramping. Feel it. You are in charge. Exhale, navel towards the spine. And a few breaths, folding in. Lift your heart towards your leg. Lift the corners of your mouth. Use your belly. Use your arm. One more breath. So we have the support for that core pose. Come on down and open out to the side. Keeping the other leg grounded. Turn your head away. Using that subtle core awareness, drawing the pelvic floor in and up lightly, navel towards the spine, and follow an inhale to come out and center. And then bend your knee and bring your leg into your chest. And release if you have your strap. Let's take optional with a block for a two knees twist over to the left side first. So roll to the side of your hip and you may place your block between your knees if you like, or you can just separate or bring your knees together. Open and turn away, both arms. Turn your head and then take your top arm and open it out. So you have your arms like a T, palms up. Deep breathing. Begin to release into the earth. Let your belly move as you breathe freely. Exhale, gently bring in the navel. And that gives us a little bit of support as we release to the other side. You can squeeze your block on the way over. It's actually good exercise. Just do a block squeeze. Other side. Bring both arms over to the left and then open the top arm out and relax. Arms open. Revolved spine. Observe the earth energy, that gravitational hold, that steadiness, that predictability. And add a little shine of gratitude for gravity today. And for that whole earth underneath your body. Come on back to center. You might swallow to release your throat. Here on your back. And getting ready for Shavasana. So bring over pillows, under, over, blankets, anything you would like. We'll start with a little feet together, knees apart on the back. So you want a nice long spine. So you can draw the flesh of your seat down towards your heels to help make space there. Gently relaxing the legs open. And remember that the heels are the only part of the foot that needs to stay together. One thing you can do with blocks is to support your knees in a pose like this. If you have them, I want to try. Then you can adjust the setting. Take one hand to each side of your low ribs and just gently cup. Feeling your diaphragm, these incredible muscles of the breath. Even at a bit of a distance, you'll feel the muscle of the heart, muscles of the heart. Coming down to a very small molecular level. Breathing in, follow the molecules of your breath into your body, into your bloodstream. They come in to your lungs and miraculous transfer of elements, receiving and then releasing. Again, just be with that miracle of breath coming into the body and breath flowing out. And let yourself soften into Shavasana all the rest of the way, letting your legs stretch out one at a time. The legs roll open to the sides, the feet fall out to the sides. Let your hips relax. Let this gently lengthen the front of your body. Briefly attend if you need to refine your shoulder blades or your sacrum or your skull. Rest open. Held and supported by the earth. Designed to inhabit the space between earth and sky. Just trying to learn to stay present, even if it's just little glimpses. Be here now. Give yourself this time. Continue to let the weight of your body come down the shoulders, cheeks, eyes in their sockets. Breath is soft and natural. Continue to drop in. And from that place of feeling securely grounded, feel the lightness, feel the energy and electricity of your body. Perhaps in the fingers. Where do you observe a feeling of lightness? We're creating a spaciousness in the mind with our practice. Just have a breath with that awareness of the brain space, seeking a lightness there. It's okay for us to pause and be. We need that. It's tiring to always be thinking. Stay very much present with this moment as we transition to finish our practice in a seated position. So we want to transition without changing where we are. We want to stay really dropped in to our bodies in the moment. Make your way with care to a seated position. Feeling free to leave your blanket around you or under you and bring or block, if you have one, in front. Folding your legs with mindfulness. And now we still have that earth touch there underneath us. Feel as you add your hands that gravitates the body into the earth. And then let your arms straighten like waterfalls, not stiff, but a flowing energy from shoulder to your longest finger. Lightly tuck your chin. Breathe in very slowly, like you're going through a straw. And breathe out very slowly. Same. Balancing. Now experimenting with the count of the breath. The inhale is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale for 8. Go as slowly as you can. Don't force. Sometimes you need to stop and just take a breath. Okay. Lift your chin. And try one more of those 4, 7, 8 breaths. Just relax your arms and be centered on your own. 4, 7, 8. Inhale is 4. Float in the pause. And letting out the smallest bit at a time to make it last for 8 counts. Your own 8 counts. One more time, take a free breath first. And then 4, 7, 8. Feeling how that extension of the exhalation is very calming. Regular breath. Heart lifting pose, fingers forward, hands back. Bend your elbows and lean back. Reach your knees towards the floor. Gaze towards your nose tip and lift your heart. Breathe 5 times. If you enjoy taking back your head, you may lengthen your throat, shoulders down. Lift your chin into your face. And then release, chin down, pressing forward lightly. Drape your arms and bring your forehead down carefully. If you have your block, you want to use it and change the setting. Toaster, tall, flat, whatever allows your forehead to ground. And if you don't ground, it's okay. It's still grounding. Fifth breath. Rise on out with an inhale's energy out of Yoga Madrasana. That is the great seal of yoga. And then just reset one leg to make my hip a little more comfortable. You can always do that. And this mudra, a mudra is a gesture. Sometimes it's the whole body, sometimes it's the hands. This is called Pushpada mudra, and it's a handful of flowers. So soft, open hands. Let the pinkies touch lightly. And feel that space. Well, it's a gratitude gesture. Place there what you wish. Fill it with love. In a general sense or in a very specific one, all good. One more breath out with that openness. And catch whatever it is inside of your hands and bring it to your heart. May you have a peaceful rest of your day. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'm so grateful for you.